Hi everyone, I'm Shauna and welcome to my channel. Today's video is one that I'm so excited about because I'm introducing The Office inspired Project Pan. The Office is arguably one of my favorite shows. I love the antics of The Office. Dwight is my favorite character. He is one that is irreplaceable on the show, and it would not be the same without him. He is so funny. He brings so much humor and light to the show, but the relationship between all the coworkers on The Office, Jim and Pam, are so, like, they're cute as a couple, but they're so great with their interactions with Dwight. They encourage like that crazy behavior with him with all their pranks. And Michael is also like, the show is not the same without him. Oh my gosh. So I decided to start a Project Pan on April 1st, and it's going to run for probably about 3 months. We'll kind of see as we go, and many of these products are just to show some progress. I don't think I have many that I actually want to use up. And the point of this project is to bring some like light into this time and some fun. And it's really inspired me to rewatch The Office. I think this is my 3rd time watching it. I love it so much, and I hope that you get a kick out of this pan. And let me know who your favorite Office character is down below. So I have 9 categories, and some of them are on people, others are like things. You'll see as we go. Category number 1 is World's Best Boss, and I could have just gone with like best product, but Michael is deluded. He bought the mug for himself and he thinks that he is the world's best boss. That mug is featured so prominently in the show, like he's using it a ton. And so that's kind of what I went with. What's a product that I'm deluded about? For me, that's eyeliner. I'm going to be panning this CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus eyeliner. It's in a brown shade. And I bought this because I don't wear eyeliner. And I said, Shauna, maybe you should wear eyeliner. But guess what? I still don't wear eyeliner. The last liquid eyeliner I bought expired and dried out before I actually got to use it. And this was such a fantasy self product. So I'm putting this specifically in the project because I would not use it otherwise. There's no way I could really use an eyeliner in 3 months, but I just want to get some more, to get some use out of this product. I think I've only worn it once, and I want to use all my makeup, so time to start using this. Category number 2 is if Pam were a makeup product. Pam is a simple character, and I don't mean that in negative terms. She, and all the characters in The Office, like their costuming, and like that includes their makeup and their hair, is really realistic. They look like people you would see in your real life. And Pam is a character that doesn't wear a lot of makeup, and her aesthetic is pretty simple. And that's what I really love about her and what I love about the show. She does wear more makeup as the show progresses and her hairstyle changes. It was like really curly and it becomes more straight. To me, if Pam wore a makeup product, she would be a lip balm. Like, that's just so practical for, she spends like half of the show as the receptionist, and then for some of the show she becomes a a salesperson. I would see Pam wearing a lip balm over a lipstick at her desk. It's practical, and that's kind of her aesthetic. So I have the balm.com to put in for that category. I'm currently in about here, but that, I don't know, my hand's up there. I think this is like such a perfect product for her. I do really like this, and I'm excited to get some wear out of it. Category number 3 is the product you've fallen in and out of love with, like Kelly and Ryan. Their relationship on the show is so rocky, so on again, off again. Kelly wants Ryan when he's, the whole time before he leaves to the city. While he's in the city, she's getting back at him with Daryl, and then he leaves and goes back to Scranton. He wants Kelly and she's not interested. They're so hot and cold, so up and down. And So I picked a product that I've fallen in and out of love with, and it's this L'Oreal foundation. It's the Infallible Pro Matte, and I'm not totally sure how much is in here. Like, there's a ton of air, and at the moment, like, you can't, yeah, you can't really squeeze it out. But I know I'm like maybe somewhere around here, maybe like a quarter left. So this is such a good product to put in this pan to get use out of it and to finish actually. This is finishable, and I also think the balm.com is finishable too because I wear lip balm all the time. I used to love this product in high school. It came out around 2014 or 2015, and I wore this exclusively for about 2 years. It's not really what I like anymore. I much prefer the Catrice foundation for like a drugstore option. I love that so much more than this. The shade range for this is actually really crap. It's not good at all. I'm really stoked to finally finish this, and I think this is such a fun product for Kelly and Ryan. Category number 4, it's a product for Dwight. One of the most notable things about Dwight is the fact that he owns a beet farm. And so this product is for beets. There's a really classic moment in the show. It's in season 4, I think. Or, no, it's in season 3, where Jim comes in dressed as Dwight. And there's that memeable moment where he goes, "Bears beats Battlestar Galactica." I love it. So the product I've chosen for beets is this lipstick from Glossier, the Generation G in Jam. Even the name is like reminiscent of produce. So it's super, well, it looks super dark in the tube, but when you swatch it, there it is. It's really, oh, it's an awkward swatch. It's really like plummy, and the shade just reminds me of beets. And this is the perfect product for beets and for Dwight. I love it. Who remembers Woof? Arguably the most annoying social media networking platform that could ever exist. It's annoying. And the category here is a product as annoying as Woof. So I chose the Milk Makeup Bronzer in Baked. And I chose this because it's cream. And there was a point where I was like, oh yes, I love cream products. I would so love to wear cream products. I would wear them. And I don't, because I don't quite know how to wear this, because I wear a lot of powders and like I have to set my foundation. I have to. This is annoying because I have to figure out how to layer it. It often skips over the top of powder. It doesn't work so well. And to me, this is such a finicky product. I have a little swatch there, and I'm just gonna blend that out. Yeah, there it is. It's such a finicky product for me. And that's partly because I haven't taken the time to really learn how to use cream products. So this is an annoying product to use because of its not its formula, but its format. So this will be the time to figure out how I feel about this. Will I use a cream bronzer? Can I make it work? Or is it just going to be forever annoying? And I feel a bit controversial saying this because people who use this love this product, and most of those people have dry skin and they don't set their foundation. So I'm hoping to be able to figure this out. Category number 6. Let's talk about Toby for a second. Toby is probably the most abused character on the show because of Michael. He hates Toby so much. When Toby left for Costa Rica, Michael gave him a rock that said, "Suck it." He was awful to Toby. There's so many moments where Michael's screaming at Toby to like get out. No. Oh, there's so many funny moments of Michael hating on Toby. And Toby's such a nice guy. Toby's abused by Michael. And so I picked a product that you've abused. I've picked the Modern Renaissance palette. It's my oldest palette in my collection, the most abused. I've brought this traveling so many places. It's my fallback palette. Whenever I'm unsure what I want to do, this is the palette I go for. And I'm going to open it up. It hasn't received as much pan and love as perhaps some others, but for me, like, there's huge dips, there's big dips in a lot of these shades. And so this, I think, is the perfect time to use this more. We are getting into spring and summer where I think a lot of these colors would be really lovely and really useful. This is the time to use this, and I'm kind of excited to get some use out of it. The next category is a product you love but doesn't love you back. And this is for Holly Flax. Michael fell for Holly so hard, and then she moved and was with somebody else. That was so hard for Michael, and he kind of went a bit crazy over her. So the product I've picked for this are the Glossier Lid Stars, and I love these in theory. I'm so interested in one shadow looks, super simple, easy, like spread them on and go. However, I've had some real trouble with these, especially this one, like blending out over powder and looking like honestly quite garbage on the eyelid once I like put on my concealer and powder it down. And I want to love these so much. I really do. I want them to work. I love the aesthetic, but I've just had some trouble with them. They don't love me back. See what I did there? Anyways, I'm not interested in panning one, but I just want to use them. They've just been kind of sitting around, and a bit like the bronzer stick from Milk, I want to figure these out or declutter them. And hopefully they will learn to love me. The second to last product is a product you love as much as Angela loves sprinkles. Dwight. Dwight kills Angela's cat. The third season, I think, or the beginning of the fourth. One of the two. He kills her cat, and she loves sprinkles. She was distraught about sprinkles. She was distraught, and so I figured, what's the one product that I love so much that if I was ever without it or got discontinued, I'd be very upset about it. One singular product came to mind for this. This is ColourPop Snake Eyes. I'm gonna swatch this. It's right here. Can you see the beauty? It's gorgeous. I love this shade so much. It's mauve and glittery and everything I love in an eyeshadow. It's so sparkly. It's so beautiful. This is hands down my favorite eyeshadow. It's so diverse. It works so much. I think I've mentioned this several times on my channel. I love it. My ideas about ColourPop are changing, and this is the eyeshadow. And let me be clear. I am not saying I'm doing this, but this is the eyeshadow that would make me think of throwing my ethics out the window. I'm gonna have to face the day when this doesn't exist. Here is what I'm thinking at this moment. If hypothetically I completely panned this eyeshadow this year, I would look for and buy a replacement. That's what I think I would do. I don't mean from ColourPop, but I would look for an equivalent shadow and buy it. It's that important to my collection that I think that I would do that this year. Now, we will have to revisit this if that does ever happen, but that's where my mind is at right now with how much I love it. So this is such a joy to use. So like it will go with the Modern Renaissance palette, I think pretty nicely. Even without that, to do a nice one shadow look, beautiful. The last category is your long-term product love. Jim and Pam. Jim has been after Pam for a long time. Years. It's like since they first met. And Pam has also loved Jim or been crazy about Jim. since early on when they met too, and they wanted to be together forever. That's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. They're the couple that I feel like a lot of us are rooting for. They eventually, like, they meet in their local paper company. They meet there and they get married and they have kids and like they're there for life. Like Jim and Pam are like long-term loves. What is the product that is my long-term love? Daisy. This product I have loved since high school. Like maybe 2016? No, sorry, older than that. Like 2010, maybe 2011. And I bought my first bottle, weird place, but at the duty-free shop at an airport when I was coming back from France when I was 17. But I'd been using like little samples of it earlier. It was the first like perfume that I smelt it and I went, what is that? I have to have it. It's been more than a decade and I still love it. I have a huge brand new bottle that I do want to dig into, but this one is a mini leftover. Well, that wraps up this video. Let me know in the comments down below what your hypothetical picks for this pan would be, or if you would like to follow along, let me know what your picks are. I would be very excited to hear what you're doing, and I also hope that you will follow along this journey to have a little more office in your life and also a little bit more project panning content. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again back here soon. Bye.